your buddy Akademiks, and now, do y'all remember a rapper named, what's his name again? Bobby Shmurda? Now, he was the finger gun king, okay? The thugged out version of Ice JJ Fish, except the gap tooth was replaced by buck tooth. But y'all might have forgot about him, because this week is gonna mark the 5th month he's been locked up in jail. Now, his songs have fallen off the charts, right? Shmoney Dance of Shmoney Dance, conveniently off the charts. And fans have smoothly moved on from trying to shmoney dance to try to find their trap queen, and they're now on the Fetty Wap wave. But I still bump Bobby Bitch from time to time, and also, what's the other song that is about all these social networks on these computers? I still bump that from time to time when I'm drunk. I try to keep his legacy alive. But Bobby Shmurda is also doing his part too. He's in jail, but he's still doing interviews from behind bars, constantly talking about the case. Now, this time around, he talked with New York Magazine, and he made some statements that were true, but also kind of I'm looking like, I don't think you get it yet, bro. Now, this time around, what he said, listen, if I was signed to Rick Ross or 50 Cent, they would have come and get me. They understand me more. Now, listen here, man, because Bobby Shmurda, I'm rooting for you. I don't really know you. However, I support your movement. I like your music, okay? Your music is a representation of hip-hop in New York, at least when hip-hop in New York was fun, okay? Nowadays, you got all these turtle-face-ass niggas. They're scrunching up their faces, mean-mugging, trying to do this goddamn deep-ass voice, talking all that 1990 shit, right? We ain't on that. This is a new generation. I'm sorry. But Bobby Shmurda, man, you clearly don't get it. And what you don't get is that this is a business. Now, you're right. Rick Ross or 50 Cent, they would have definitely came out and bailed you out. Now, they wouldn't have bailed you out because it's a smart business move. That's where he's getting fucked up. They would have bailed it out because it would have looked way worse on their image if they didn't. Because Rick Ross and 50 Cent, they're bosses. They run crews. They got an image. So if their guys are locked up and they can't get them out or don't get them out, their crew looks weak. They look weak. So yeah, you would have been out, right? But of course, you would have still had a case with all those defendants. Now, with that being said, he also said something else in the article that was very, very interesting. And by the way, there's a link in the description. Go check it out. He pretty much said why he signed with Epic Records. Now, we have constantly critiqued Epic Records of them handling the situation. And we were like, yo, why did he sign with Epic Records? That whole tap dancing, buck dancing shit that he did in the conference room, that shit was weird. Kind of like a slave auction. Why did he sign with Epic? Now, he had meetings with Rick Ross, Atlantic, right? And even Epic Records, but he chose Epic Records. So why now, after the fact, say he should have signed with Rick Ross? Now, this is the reason why he signed with Epic, and this is what he said. He said, basically, Rick Ross, Atlantic, every other label, they just wanted him. And you know, he came from his old crew, they propped him up, and he was that nigga that was in the lead. So he probably promised him, oh, when I get on, I'm putting all you niggas on. Now, Rick Ross is saying, bro, we only want you. All the rest of them niggas, they could be like Hype Man or some shit, but we only want you. Now, Epic Records were the only record label that says, you know what, Bobby Shmurda, man, we want you, but we're going to do you one better. We know you want to put your niggas on. We're going to give you a label imprint under us, GS9 Records or whatever you want to call it. You could then sign all your niggas. You be the boss of them. That works out great. He jumped at it. That's riches. He got the riches up front that he wanted, and he took it, right? Now, you see, the thing is, because I hear a lot of regret when he's speaking about signing, and I can understand the dilemma, right? You're broke, you're in the hood, you're doing a fucking shmoney dance. You get a song that's now moving. Somebody's offered you a ton of money, a shit ton of money. You feel lucky enough to be in a position you are. You don't even fully believe in yourself yet. So the fact that someone else believes in you, you run with it, right? But here's the thing, man. If you weren't locked up and 50 or Rick Ross bailed you out, your guys would be still locked up. You got a hearing on the 25th, right? I'm hoping it's all good. But at the end of the day, it's business. This is going to sound mean, but simply put, you obviously are not and were not a valuable enough asset to the company, which is Epic Records, owned by Sony Music Entertainment, for them to freeze $2 million in assets to put up for bail for you. And if they bail you out, they then got to bail everybody else out. They're not going to do it. You're not that valuable. Your crew's not that valuable to them. It's a business. So it's very unfortunate. Listen, I hope he understands, you know what I mean? Listen, yo, right now your career is at a limbo. You know what I mean? Your songs aren't moving anymore for you. Don't think that these interviews are gonna help keep your buzz up. Be quiet. Get rid of this case and then come back out, put work in, and listen. You still got a couple people that'll fuck with you if you get the right song. That should be the move. But it's very sad, man. And I know a couple people like, yo, why do you even talk about Bobby Shmurda still? But because listen, when we talked about him when he was doing all the shit on Instagram, we also got to talk about him and follow through with everything with his case, and also for everybody else who's unsigned, they could learn as well. So get in the comment box, what do you guys think about this? He says if he was signed with 50 Cent or Rick Ross, he would have been out. That's true. But I don't see how much that would have changed it. You would have been out, but you still have a case, right? And of course, you're stuck in a rock and a hard place because then you'd be the only person signed. So hey, think about it. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. It's your boy DJ Akademiks. It's very unfortunate, but yeah, that is life. But we wish you the best for Bobby. I'm out.